A Taranaki beekeeper says feral cats are reaching plague proportions in New Zealand's backcountry, and no one seems to want to take responsibility for the problem. Sarah Hart and partner Stephen Henwood say they often drive through what they describe as herds of wild cats while out retrieving hives. Our Taranaki reporter Robin Martin has more.
Sarah Hart and Stephen Henwood live in the remote Okoki Valley, about 20 kilometres inland from Uranui in North Taranaki. Ms Hart says at dusk the rugged beef and sheep country is alive with feline forms, some of the estimated 2.5 million feral cats in New Zealand.
Around twilight time you see the little eyes, and especially kittens are quite active at this time. Older cats are always harder to spot, they're wily. But the younger kittens, especially on the road edges, as you're driving home, scampering out of your way, and possibly just out hunting.
Ms Hart has a Bachelor of Applied Science with a major in biodiversity management. She says people dump unwanted kittens in the area without thinking about the devastating effect feral cats have on native wildlife. And the situation is even worse at Mangamingi in East Taranaki, where the couple say they have inadvertently skittled dozens of cats on the drive home from work.
You get to the end of that trip and you feel quite sick. But at the same time you kind of think to yourself that you've helped the issue by helping decrease a few numbers, but maybe something a bit more targeted can be done about this rather than just ad hoc, murdering of kittens.
Ms Hart says the Department of Conservation is stretched and territorial local authorities target cat dumpers rather than dealing with existing populations. The Morgan Foundation's General Manager Jeff Simmons says local authorities fear a ratepayer backlash if they deal to cats.
Local councils have really passed the buck on this one. They've moved out of taking any responsibility for cats, and it's become a bit of a no-go zone. No one's really managing it, and it's the cats that are falling through the cracks.
The foundation is a member of the National Cat Management Strategy Group, which includes the SPCA and local government New Zealand. It aims to eradicate all feral cats inside 10 years. Mr Simmons says any solution to the problem will be complex, involve multiple agencies and begin in the home.
The first issue is that we need to make sure that people are responsible pet owners. People shouldn't be dumping cats. We have to make sure that pet owners are held to account for the actions and that they actually look after their pets.
This position is supported by DOC and the SPCA, organisations which also agree direct action is needed to control feral cat numbers. DOC's Threatened Species Ambassador, Nicola Toki, says the department is not shy about targeting cats.
It's very much about where the cats are and the impacts that they're having on our vulnerable native wildlife. So feral cats on public conservation land are certainly within our responsibility. We take our pest control really seriously, and if feral cats are a problem, we will deal to them.
Feral cats can also expect little mercy from the SPCA. Its Chief Science Officer, Dr Anya Dale, says the evidence of their threat to native species is overwhelming.
What we argue for within the National Cat Management Strategy is that if populations do need to be managed alongside, rats and stoats and ferrets and other species as well, possums for example, that it's done so in the most humane way.
The SPCA advocates the use of kill traps or live trapping. The National Cat Management Strategy Group aims to present a plan for the control of feral cats to the government next year. For Checkpoint, ko Robin Martin Tēnei.